All right, guys. You're welcome to another exciting problem here again. And if you observe, we are still solving problems on differentiation. And this is another different kind of problem on differentiation you want to know before your exam day. But before we get started, there's some basic things you should have in mind. I want some things to be in your thinking. Now, if I have y equal to sine squared x, something like this. How would I differentiate this function? The y dx becomes, of course, you should know sine squared x is the same as sine x all squared. You should have this in mind. In fact, this is how you should transform it so that you kind of differentiate it properly. So sine squared x is the same as sine x all squared. So now I want to differentiate sine x all squared. Just the way we solve problems on chain rule, right? That's the same thing we're going to do here. So to differentiate this function, this 2 is going to multiply the base. That will become 2 sine x. Then when you remove 1 from these 2, you get 1. And the next thing you want to do is now differentiate the sine x itself, which is now cos x. I don't know if that is clear enough. I don't know if that is clear enough. But let us make it a little bit complex. So now I have y equal to, let's say, sine square 2x, or let me say 3x, for instance, 3x. Okay, remember, this stuff is the same as writing it as sine 3x like this, all squared, okay? So if you remember how we do differentiation on chain rule, that is exactly what we are doing here. So dy dx is going to be, of course, you know, the 2 multiply the base. So you have 2 sine 3x. Then you remove 1 from the 2, that is 1. Then the next thing you want to do is to differentiate the inner function, which is sine 3x. So remember, when you differentiate sine 3x, you're going to get, first of all, you have to differentiate the inner function, which is 3x. That's going to give us times 3, then cos 3x. I don't know if this one is clear enough. If you've been following the video, this shouldn't be a problem. Differentiating sine 3x itself should not be a problem. That is exactly what I did here. If you've been following the video, but if you just stumble on this one, it might not be very smooth for you. Okay, so you have to go check the previous video. And finally, this is going to be 2 times 3 is going to be 6 sine 3x cos 3x. So with that understanding, let's go to this problem. So this is the same as writing sine 5x all squared like this. So to differentiate this function, the first you want to do, the 2 here multiplies the base. So you have 2 into sine 5x. Then when you remove 1 from this 2, you have 1. So there's no need writing 1. It doesn't make sense. So I have to remove it. Now the next you want to do after you've differentiated this function is to differentiate the inner function, which is sine 5x. And of course, you should know how to even differentiate sine 5, you should know how to differentiate sine 5x itself, because we will solve problems similar to that. So to differentiate sine 5x, you have to differentiate the inner function or the argument of sine 5x, which is 5x. And that will give you, to differentiate 5x, you get 5. And now differentiating sine 5x itself will give us cos 5x. So from here, you just have to now distribute. 2 times 5 is 10. So we have 10 sine 5x times cos 5x. And that's the answer to this problem. And that is option C. So that is it. If you still have doubt, let me know in the comment section. But if this is really clear, please also let me know in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching. I wish you all the best in your preparation. And God bless you. Bye.